Basingstoke. And I was talking to someone, and they said to me, I'm not a Christian, but, and I stopped them because they looked very Christian. And I said, what do you mean? What were you born as? He said, well, I was born a Christian, but I'm not that anymore. And it's weird because that's like a totally foreign concept to me. Like, I'm a Jew, and that is a mailing list I cannot unsubscribe from. Like, because Judaism isn't just a belief, it's an attitude, it is a tradition, it is a prominent facial feature. It's a condition, it's chronic. Like, I'm an Orthodox Jew. Like, I've never had bacon. I've never tried bacon. I've tried MDMA, but I've never tried bacon. It's weird because I remember the first time kosher was explained to me. I was 5 years old, I wanted a piece of pepperoni pizza, and I said to my grandfather, can I have it? He said, you can't. We're Jewish, it's not kosher. And I said, what does that mean? He said, it means you'll never be happy with the way things are, and you'll always question the status quo. And I said, I don't want to be Jewish. And he said, that's the most Jewish thing there is. I worked in a non-kosher place for a while. My job before I became a comic, I worked at a KFC. I worked at a KFC for 3 weeks, which is the longest anyone has ever worked at a KFC. I have a pension. And the number one question I get asked, by the way, is, did you keep your uniform? No. It's not the Army. That's not a fun thing for my grandkids to find in an attic. They're like, Papa, did you serve? We're like, yes, under a colonel. What you're supposed to do when someone walks into a KFC is say, can I help you? The KFC that I worked at was New York City's train station, and I worked the 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. At 1 o'clock in the morning in a fast food restaurant in a train station, can I help you? Is not good customer service, it's a promise you can't keep. This woman comes in once, and she was at least 300 pounds and sobbing hysterically. And I apologize, I don't know what pounds are in stone, but let's just say she was like one boulder. And she gets to the counter, and I said, can I help you? And she said, I don't know. Can you? And I didn't know what to say, because I couldn't be like, probably not. I'm not a nutritionist. Like, there's nothing to do. And I said, what would you like to eat? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, what are you feeling? Which is also the wrong question. Because she got really mean. She went, well, I'm tired, and I'm homesick, and I miss my family. What do you think I should get, you little asshole? And because I was 16, I didn't know any better. I was like, okay, if you miss your family, we have a family bucket.